It's still technically the holidays, so we might be a little lighter in the attendance numbers tonight. This might be a shorter show. I don't know. I'm just happy to be here. Hey, everybody, it's Ken Napzok. This is the Blathering Live. Not a podcast, though it's released as an audio podcast if you'd like to catch up on the Napzok Network and take me with you on the go. This is a show, a broadcast, a live show. I hope a lot of you are watching live or want to watch live if you're listening later or all that BS. I actually promoted the show today on Instagram. I forget to do that. Producer Steve promoted the show on Blue Sky. I forget to do that. Maybe I just don't like myself. But I'm happy to be here with the regulars, Detective McCarsell, Ingvia. One day he's going to let me know how to say that properly. Producer Steve, Kingsport Cow, Svetnik8984M, who might be our fantasy champion. We'll talk about that. Channel 19 is here later in the show, bottom of the hour. Special guest Alden Diaz from Anytime with Ken and Alden will be here to play the fake headlines game with me. We had a lot of fun with Scotty J-Row last week. One of these days I'll remember to clip it out. One of these days I'll just remember to do things, Producer Steve. One of these days I'll remember to do things. How are you, my friend?
Good. Thank you as always for having me, Ken. Happy almost New Year. You'll remember, it's one of those resolution things that you'll forget to do by the third week of January. We'll clip things out. We'll do all the things that we say we're going to do on YouTube. Use all those fancy new tools, and then we'll forget by Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but let's approach it. Remember, I did my Monday morning show this week of like, hey, let's do it. Let's try again. So what if we don't go to the gym in February? Let's try now. Let's do it. And I know you're with me on that. A lot to get to. Did I come off insincere? I know you would. Did I come off like a fascist? Did I come off like a fascist there? I'm gonna make this announcement off the top here, Steve. I'm gonna make this announcement, okay? Soon, very soon, for a short amount of time, I am going to shave my beard and my mustache, my face, be clean shaven. And I'm going to announce this now because, as you know, when us bearded folk who are regularly bearded, when we do that, it can be shocking. It can get a lot of attention, which I understand. I'm not slinging barbs at anybody, but it can also get kind of annoying about the 50th time. And I'm just going to tell folks that I'm going to shave the beard at some point in January. It'll be a couple weeks where it will grow back in, and just we can acknowledge it once, but I don't need to have a party around it. You know what I mean?
Let's acknowledge this now so that it's not, a big giant. You're not just going to show up one day, sans beard, and, act like you're making some big proclamation. Mm-hmm. I like this strategy. Ken, I like the strategy a lot. You've seen me appear without a beard before, just randomly. Sometimes I've had to. Yeah. We've talked about before. Sometimes you have to do a reset. Sometimes you have to kind of just. If you really want the beard to look as good as it can be, you've got to. But why? I have to ask why. Why is this happening? What happened?
Two things. Sorry, I was cutting you off. My apologies. Two things. One, I need a beard reset. Even though my barber trims it down and I'll cut it down too. Not as good as him. It's a little. There's something going on under here, the undercarriage for the audio listeners. The beard undercarriage. Okay, you dirty pigs. It's not. There's something amiss. There's something amiss, and I need to figure it out. And I think you need to go to zero. Also, it's been a long time since I've zeroed, and with my 50th birthday coming up in April, I was like, I think I want to see what my face looks like at least one more time before 50, and then I'll spend the rest of my life as Santa Claus. Yeah.
So the reset makes sense. Is it? Do you think, are you worried about like finding anything under there, like twigs or like
No.
coins, or maybe like a rolled up bill from like 1997 or anything like that? No, it's not that bad. Okay.
It's short enough, and it's been shorter than this even. But the line here is uneven, and then even after my guy cuts it, this grows in, the under chin grows in longer, and then I'm constantly battling that. But I want to do it, and then that memes that is going around. Have you seen that meme? It was used wonderfully today to describe the Indianapolis Colts fall from 7-1 down to the playoffs. Have you seen this one going around of the guy shaving his beard?
No, I have not.
God, I wish I could just bring this up. This is, look for it.
I'll find it.
Yeah, use that. Literally is the meme I saw on Instagram, but it's been used already several times this weekend. He looks like he's a white dude. He's got long flowing hair, but even like thicker, more Viking looking than you. He's got one of those big Viking beards. Like it's long, the mustache is wavy, and then he gets a haircut. And slowly, as the hair is trimmed back and the beard is trimmed down to a weird little mustache, what is revealed is he has a bullfrog face. And it's just one of those like, don't do that, guys. Don't do that. And I don't want that to happen to me. And I know it won't. I got the clef here. I got, you know, I look a little too pudgy. But anyways, did you find it? Did you find the meme?
I'm fine. Is it Sam Hartman who you're talking about? Is who you said Colts person that shaved their beard?
No. It's used as, like, I saw it today as what it feels like to go for the Colts to go 7-1 to missing the playoffs. It's worth.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Like by the context now. Okay, yes. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, it's worth 7-1 to missing playoffs. Why can't AI help me do this fast?
I'm googling it too. It's okay.
Like it's like I'm typing it very specifically. you know. No. See, I think a lot of people are also using it as. Okay. Oh, it's on Threads. Yeah. Oh, here. Okay, I'm gonna see. Sorry, everybody. I don't care. This is a New Year's episode. We're gonna. Where the fuck it? Why do you click on the link and it doesn't? Oh my god, I hate the internet sometimes. I remember when the internet was functional.
I got
Steve.
it. I got you.
You got it.
I got you.
Okay.
Ken, this is what I'm here for.
Oh my god, sorry. I just minimized my screen. I feel like I'm 70 already.
I got you.
Okay,
70,
hit me.
Boom.
There, that's it. This poor guy.
I don't know why I still got this is not Brady's namesake. That's an old.
Yeah.
Old,
okay. So that's a Viking looking dude here, right?
Oh yeah. I mean that was a great mop. The beard could use a trim for sure. The beard absolutely could have used some work. This is a tragedy.
No. Like he can't help that. That's his face.
Right.
But you don't know.
Right.
You had it, man. You touched the sun.
We know why the beard was there. We get it now.
Yes. The Kingsport cow. Oh no. Like I and then the mustache. This is why I campaigned against mustaches, man. They're never good just on a little mustachy thing. Don't do it. Don't fall for it. Oh my God. I don't care how hip you think you are. And he's not hip. Anyways, that's the big warning, Steve, top of the show. I'm gonna do that in about 2 weeks. Because I'm gonna miss. I think there's a Saturday show I'm going to miss on January 10th. I got to go home because I didn't get to go home for Christmas. I ended up being alone on Christmas, which was fine. So I'm like, okay, that's a good window. If like Friday afternoon, I shave it down and then I'm not back on air till maybe Sunday night, Monday, I'll get a little back, but it's going to be a couple weeks before it's this again. So.
Yeah, it's like when people get get work done, they just kind of like go away for a month and try to like be like recluse and just go away from society and then just reappear. They have a new nose or something like that, or just a new face or whatever. That's I
had a friend that did that.
yourself away till the beard grows back.
Yeah, I had a friend that did that. She went and got a nose job and everything. Awesome, great. Do what you feel there. Took a little time off, but when she came back, she changed her hairstyle. And all of us, most of us dumb guys, were like, nice bangs. That's great. And it took us like 3 months later. We're like, hey, she got a different nose, right? Like, that was a great strategy. Totally support that. Totally support that.
I love this from Tim.
Yes. Channel 19, Ken's going to come back with a Brazilian butt lift. I got to be honest, David, I don't need one. I'm in a bakery serving up cake, man. All right.
That's the time to do it, though. If you need any other work, though, Ken, like now is the time to do it. If you know you have to go into public without the beard for a little while, everyone's gonna be so shocked by the beard. If you got to, I'm not gonna point anything out because I don't want to make you self-conscious, but like, now is the time. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, hey, if you want to do something with like the ears, the nose, or the eyes, like now's your chance.
I'm gonna get the Bradley Cooper. What? I look like this in the Philadelphia Eagles picture. And again, get your work. I don't, no judgment. Like we all got, I'm telling you all now, I played Powerball today. It's only like a 33 million, 15 million take home jackpot. If I win, I am getting a John Cena hair transplant next week. Like, no if, ands, or buts about it. You will all know. Like, I'll burn my beanies in a fire, and I will look like that guy in the beard picture. It's going to be absolutely what happens. Absolutely what happens.
I'm just picturing like Wayne Rooney. John Cena is another really good one. The magnificent hairline that is just almost, it's too perfectly straight. Like even a barber couldn't manufacture a hairline that's well.
Joel McHale's one. He's been open about it. And again, not saying this to shame or mock, just to say, hey, they're open about it. And Jimmy Carr, the comedian host Jimmy Carr. Not always my favorite comic, I'll say, but he's talked about it, and it has a little bit of that. It looks good, but I'm like, it looks too good. But that's what.
Yeah, it's like Uncanny Valley AI kind of looking. Yeah. But
you're gonna be like, dude, you got spiked hair like Guy Fieri? Like, what happened? I'll be like, yep. Put on that donkey sauce. I got myself a hair transplant. I'll keep my car. I'll keep my sensible Nissan Rogue. I don't need a Lamborghini. I need new hair. That's what happens when I'm rich. I did stay home for Christmas Eve. Wasn't planning on it. I was going to go home to my hometown, and then the storms came, and my parents didn't feel good about me driving up, and they were right. Normally, I'd say they're overly cautious, but the 101 on the way to my hometown is susceptible to mudslides, some actual tragic ones in the past that have wiped out like most of a small town, and I was like, you know what? Maybe. I was like, let's see. And then Tuesday morning, I got up when the rain hit, and I was like, gonna go to the grocery store to stock up on food because I was going to be home now. And the rain was going faster than the windshield wipers. So it was like net negative on the windshield wipers. I couldn't see. And I'm driving down Hollywood Way in Burbank, that one of the major thoroughfares, like, I'm going to die here. So I called my mom and said, you're right. So I spent Christmas alone, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. But how was your Christmas?
The Christmas was great. Thank you. It was quiet time with the family, exciting time with two little kids. So we got to do lots of fun things related to that, spoil them, opening lots of toys, and putting together, spending hours at night and in the early morning, putting things together and all that kind of stuff as young dads do. So, but no, it was good. It was good to unplug for a few days. And I was happy to relax away from work.
You deserve it. I work you too hard. All right, we can't let this one slide. Brady in chat says, can confirm on my rain story. It was raining so hard my roof came down. Brady, please call into the show. Do we need to raise money for a roof, a tent? Where are you? Are you staying in a hotel? What the hell happened? You don't just get to say that one in chat. But it was raining horribly.
Roof came down. Did you put it back up? Like, are we doing like a blue tarp situation? Is Brady living on the bus now at this point? Like, is he just...
Yeah. Like,
I'm worried.
I can't let anyone in my house because of the dog, but I would find a way to, I can't let Brady sleep at the bus station because it rained too hard on his roof. So Brady, please call into the show. Okay, he says no money needs to be raised, just the plaster. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
You don't need it. You don't need plaster.
All right.
That's fine.
That's good. New Year's, Steve, are you a big New Year's celebrator?
I used to be in my youth since my 30s. Hit me like a truck half a decade ago. New Year's became a lot less of a hey, let me stay up till 3 a.m. and be really hungover all the next day, and then go to work the day after that. And now with like kids and everything, it's a whole other story. You can't go like once you put a kid to bed, you can't go anywhere. It sucks. It's like this weird force field that doesn't allow you to leave your house. I don't understand. I think it's something about like parental responsibility or something. But
what's fortunate is we do have a live look at you on New Year's night from now to the end of time. It is absolutely what your New Year's would look like.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that picture got shown around a lot at Christmas last week.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think I'm staying in as well. I've got some invites. I do like the idea of going out. I've had some good New Year's nights. Not even like wild, crazy ones, but I do like it. I get New Year's more than any other holidays. I get a little more sentimental. That's why I talked about the calendar switch again on my podcast this week, and I've talked about it for like 14 years. I do get a little sentimental. I'm not afraid of resolutions and goals and approaching it like that. But it's just over the years. You're talking about your 30s hit you, which really is marriage, kids, jobs, responsibilities, little age. I get it. Jokes aside, I get it. I am not paranoid or anxiety ridden for 364 days of the year. on New Year's, I'm like, you can't leave the house. Drunks everywhere, gunshots everywhere. Like I stay inside.
It's like the Purge or something.
Well, in LA, and I don't know if it's just LA centric. It's got to be other big cities. Please, anyone share your stories. But LA, there's a epidemic of people shooting their guns into the air like they're goddamn cowboys in Back to the Future 3, and people have died. And when I was working graveyards at the Northridge Fashion Center at the stroke of midnight, all of LAPD's Devonshire division, who was active, would drive to our parking structures and park underneath them and then wait for the gunshot calls. So I was like, I'm not stepping out of my house. I'm going under a table. Everyone.
Really big helmets. Just everyone needs to wear really, really big helmets on New Year's Eve. That's all. You gotta find solutions for these things, Ken.
I'm going to get the NFL poof helmets. That,
there you go. We found a use for them. Excellent. Yes.
We'll talk. We got Alden Diaz calling in bottom of the hour for the news headline game. We got a James Holmes question we're going to answer here right now. I appreciate that, James. We'll talk a little bit sports a little bit later. My NFL picks are horrible. My Dolphins won, and that's why I'm wearing the hat. I believe we're the greatest team in the NFL, and we're going to win the Super Bowl next year. What a great Sunday afternoon that was. That will fade. But yeah, regarding the poof helmets, for those that don't know, the NFL, because it's got a little bit of a concussion problem. I don't know if you saw the Will Smith picture, but it's got a little bit of a concussion problem. And this company, this independent company, created these. What are they? They got some flashy name. Guardian
cap.
Guardian
cap. Yeah.
And it is literally a big giant cap that is on your helmet, and then they have to put like a tarp on it with the team logo. And it's easy to make fun of now. And like even Tua, who probably needs 3 of them, when asked last year, was like, "Oh hell no, I'm not wearing that. I'm not looking like a dork." And I understand the sentiment, but don't you think we could find a way to shrink those and put them under helmets, even if the helmets are just size like a half to an inch bigger, the normal helmets?
Yes, I think could you put it underneath? Yes, but I think all you'll see is just like the toad effect will just be of like a plastic shell instead of a soft shell on the outside, and then they're just going to be even more like
weeble wobble,
weighted, weird. You know what I mean? They're going to be like wobbly looking. Everyone's going to look like even more top heavy than they already do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I don't.
Would you wear
get
one?
Get rid of the helmets. Do it like Robbie. Do it like rugby. Get rid of the helmets. They'll stop hitting each other in their head.
No, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would you wear
Make
one?
the shoulder pads smaller.
If
Would I
Steve's
wear one? Absolutely.
A possession wide receiver in the NFL, which is what white guys usually are.
Of course. Yeah.
White guys
I played.
Yeah. You'd wear one?
Play slot. I'd play slot. I'd run a mean slant route. I would wear the biggest helmet and shoulder pads imaginable. High socks. I mean, this is what my Madden creative player looks like. So, yeah.
Have I told you? First of all, I have a bit that maybe it'll be your second official bit to help me write. I have a bit about the five white guys in pro football, and it's the quarterback, it's the kicker, it's the lineman, it's this and that. And I have this, but it's always the like crazy possession receiver that's got some nickname like always open, like it's that guy. That would be you. And the kicker with a drinking problem and who's a MAGA influencer. I think that, but Kingsport Cal is completely wrong. Kingsport Cal chat said Ken is the only white character on his Madden team. I love it. It's the other way, and it's a problem. My Miami Dolphins in 2038 on Madden have a race problem. I'll just say it. They're 90% white, and I didn't realize it until I pulled back and was looking at all my linebackers, all my receivers, everything. I was like, I think I'm making things too much in my own image here. I think I have a problem.
There's so much to look at here. Is Madden inherently racist? Is Madden systematically racist as the simulation goes on? Does it just tend to favor the white man later on? Is Ken doing a weird thing where it's like he only wants to watch things that look and kind of he can associate with himself, and this makes me think there's some other things, Ken, that are only associated with white dudes. I'm a little concerned.
I am confessing a truth to own the mistake and process it and move past it. Okay. Like to grow from this. I'm being 100% serious too. As everyone knows, I get so in depth on Madden and I create, and there's a lot of different players of a lot of different backgrounds that I create for other teams. But my Miami Dolphins, I will go to the draft and I'll look at a player and I'm like, okay, what's this? Oh, I'm going to draft this guy. I need an inside linebacker. I'll draft this guy. And then when the draft is done, 7 of my 10 players are white. And I'm like, how did that happen? How did that? This is not reflective of real football. And I feel I hit it this weekend. Alden says I was prepping the Dolphin franchise for Ron DeSantis, and I want to apologize. Right, I vow to be better. I vow to not make all these players in my image, and I'm gonna work on this, Steve.
Certain positions have definitely had bias, historically in sports, but yeah, if your defensive backfield and your running back and all of that if it looks like a CPAC conference kind of roster on your, when you're looking at all the player cards there as they introduce them, that's not good. We need to get to the bottom of this.
Is this the Miami Dolphins in 2038 or Turning Point USA? What is going on here?
No, this is their version of, this is what's going to happen because Trump isn't allowed to have an NFL team. They're just going to start their own league, just like, daily. It'll air on Daily Wire Plus. It'll have its own streaming package, and that'll be that's it.
Narcolepsy 27 the Dolphins will no longer need to apologize for being white in 2038. Thank you, Vice President Vance. Yeah, and it's because Dan Marino, my favorite football player, Pete Stoyanovich, my favorite Dolphin kicker, Jim Crash Jensen from the late 80s or 90s. He was this really running back, wide receiver, quarterback swing guy. White dude with a mustache. John Offerdahl, middle linebacker. Those are some of my favorite players. So when I go to make them. But I like Sammy Smith, Lewis Oliver, Jarvis Williams, Ricky Williams. The list goes on and on and on. I ain't that in real life, Steve. But the video game is bringing out something that I hope Kingsport Cal can make me confront. To be honest,
that I think this is something I don't feel comfortable totally bringing all of this out of you because I feel like I'm coming from a biased or privileged place. This is definitely something where we'll need to kind of reverse it a little bit on the whole, like when Cal calls in to ask the white guys. I think you need to send a smoke signal out to Cal for this one at some point.
Yeah,
and let him
maybe Cal can help me through that there. So there, that's my life. That's what's going on. I'm happy to be back in the saddle. We had a fun show Saturday. Thanks for everyone that called in, shared what you got for Christmas. We'll be back up and running in the new year. But thank you for letting me confess that. Thank you for letting me confess that. I feel better.
It's a good way to get off your shoulders here at the end of the year. Now you can go into 2026 really feeling like you've aired baggage.
And I want to. I just watched a great video essay series, and I don't like YouTube essayists that much. They kind of. I think they're just all cocky little shits, to be honest, like YouTube essayists. I think it's come down on that side. But there was one, a guy, British comic. He has a YouTube channel called Comedy with Airs, and he just had a 3-part series on Louis C.K. I recommend everyone watch it because it really gets into it and really explains just how bad it is and how, as one of my friends told me recently, when he worked through all that stuff. Oh no, he didn't, and no, the victims didn't, and no. But it goes into how to apologize, or not just how to apologize in a finger wagging snooty way, but just analyzing his apology versus Dan Harmon's apology, the man behind Community, who was removed from that show from the sexual harassment he enacted on Megan Gans, and how Dan Harmon has actually come back in the correct way, in a way that Megan Gans found, okay, I'm going to forgive you, that we'll move back, like that versus Louis C.K. So I'm trying to get to that point with Madden. That's it. Okay.
I wasn't expecting the dismount on that to be mad. I'm going to be totally honest, but I am glad that I am glad that you are like, this is, I think, look, Alden's going to be able to come on here in a minute. I'm sure he's going to have thoughts on this just from I don't know if he's going to like think less of you necessarily, or maybe think more of you from like you felt like you were actually able to get this off your chest and talk about it and be the bigger man and put this in a public forum. But I just hope I'm not a part of the episode that like brings you down finally, Ken. I don't want, because I'm just sitting here like producer Steve, all this kind of, and hey, someone's gonna have a video that says, oh look, Ken Napzok finally revealed his
confirms
racist because
confirms racism with all white linebacking core on video game. Yes. Well, let's do that. Let's bring in Alden Diaz coming on to the show. This is why I love hanging out with you and Steve. Alden, you guys keep this old conservative in check.
Look, if anything is like hanging over us like the sword of Damocles that could bring Ken's whole empire down, it's our texts. It's our private text messages. We could end up like, let us pray that Congress never needs them for any reason.
Sure.
Yeah, I have. Can I make a comment on the Dolphins real quick? Just
Please,
like,
you
as an
live in
entity?
Florida. I've stepped in Florida once.
do.
So yes. Yeah.
I do. They technically, you're taking up my seat in the Dolphin fandom because I don't do anything with it. But you wave the flag harder than most people here, so
Yeah.
it evens out.
I do.
But what I was gonna say is that not only is it just funny everything that just happened with you and your horribly insensitive management of this franchise, it's also extra funny, like with the DeSantis context and woke and everything with Florida and Bad Bunny, is that like Dolphins as an animal are extremely gay. After humans, they're the gayest. Like it's not stacking up well for DeSantis here. He lost Ken to woke as Ken became more progressive over the years, and he doesn't know that the Dolphins are gay. And that's probably why they're winning.
Well, they're doing a lot of losing, but yeah.
That's my NFL analysis, that they won this week because they're gay.
I would love to take that conversation to the Dolphins, where someone like Tua, who is devout Christian, and I'm not here to sling at that. I'm just saying, if he knew that the logo on his head was the gay icon of the seas, what he would feel about that. I think that should be asked at a press conference. Steve, you're our producer. Head on over and ask that.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. I'm sure the Dolphins press folks will love that question. But yeah, as far as my only knowledge of dolphin sexual discourse is that they're one of the only other animals. It's like us, bonobos and dolphins have sex for pleasure, like outright.
Recreation.
Dolphins are also like, you got to be careful with dolphins, because dolphins don't understand the nature or the notion of consent the way that we and even bonobos do. So dolphins are like they're naughty. They're in a bad way.
Okay.
So we got to be careful about that.
They're a very cancelable animal, which they'll fit right in. They'll fit right in major American sports, I guess.
They'll win a comedy Grammy soon. Will McLean says there's a gift shop in Myrtle Beach called the Gay Dolphin. Okay, got to head there. I love this.
Well,
I love this. That means probably more than half the roster of the NFL team probably wouldn't agree with this, but I'm going to consider wearing my dolphin hat at active resistance. Alden,
but also you could also, when you're fighting against being canceled for the racial demographics of your era leading the Dolphins, you could counter them by saying, well, you don't know about the other forms of representation that I had on my team.
Right.
Things that are not visible necessarily. So you could outplay them.
You guys got my back. Jeannie Fontini says Dolphins, gay icon of the seas. This is where stand up for. Yeah, put it down here. We come up with things. Alden, but are you going to help me process what my mistakes with the Madden franchise?
Yeah, I know. I've survived cancellation before. It's not that hard. You can get through it.
You have.
They tried to bring me down for a Star Wars meme one time, so you'll get through this. Ain't no problem. Nobody cares about anything that happened pre-pandemic anyway. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Well, this was this weekend. All right. We are going to play fake headlines. We had Scotty J-Ro on last time. So for those, and maybe Alden, what it is producer Steve has picked out 5 news headlines. He's going to read them 1 through 5. And Alden, jot down if you think they're true or if you think they're false. And we'll see who wins at the end. The prize for winning is bragging on the internet live. So, Steve, take it away.
Let's do this. Fake news headlines. Ken, do you have our music bed? And I will get us going. Just like Ken said, we will have our 5 headlines. You will we'll give commentary as you go, and then we'll reveal at the end. So here we go. Headline number 1. One way out. Police in New Zealand recovered a James Bond-inspired Fabergé pendant 6 days after an alleged thief swallowed the stolen item. Police in New Zealand recovered a James Bond-inspired pendant 6 days after the alleged thief swallowed the stolen item.
Okay. All right.
Here we
go.
go.
Down. We'll
Headline.
reveal it at the end. Okay.
Headline number 2.
Okay.
Honk if you're a stalker. Idaho wildlife officials say man repeatedly reported an aggressive goose was actually being followed by the same bird across multiple state parks. Idaho wildlife officials say a man who repeatedly reported an aggressive goose was actually being followed by the same bird across multiple state parks.
Okay. Oh, that one's going to be interesting to break down. I think there's some truths. I think you may have put a lie in there. Oh, there's a lot. I love that. That's a great one. Okay.
Here we go. Headline number 3. A San Francisco woman delivered her baby inside an autonomous Waymo taxi because she didn't think she needed an ambulance. A San Francisco woman delivered her baby inside an autonomous Waymo taxi because she didn't think she needed an ambulance.
I mean, it's possible based on the general intelligence of the public, but we'll see. Okay. It's 3. Number 4.
Here we go. Headline number 4. Mother of God. A featureless infant doll was stolen from an Alabama nativity scene after being scorned locally online for being the town's DEI baby Jesus. A featureless infant doll was stolen from an Alabama nativity scene after being scorned locally online for being the town's DEI baby Jesus.
DEI Jesus. Baby.
I love the word featureless in this headline. The word featureless is doing so much.
Doing some heavy lifting.
And our final headline. Caught red-handed. A drone attempted to deliver a package of steak, crab legs, weed, and Old Bay to inmates at a South Carolina prison, but was discovered by guards. A drone attempted to deliver a package of steak, crab legs, weed, and Old Bay to inmates at a South Carolina prison, but was discovered by guards.
Man, at least once a week on this segment, you say something that I'm like, goddamn, I hope that's true. So we'll see.
That's what I just wrote. I wrote want to be true.
Want to be true.
In parentheses.
Beautiful. All right. We got Pendant, we got Stalker, we got Waymo Baby, DEI Baby Jesus, Drone Delivery. I've registered mine. Alden's registered his. Steve, take us to the story. I let the music play out. My fault. My bad.
Oh, here we go. Headline number 1. This was the police in New Zealand recovered a James Bond-inspired pendant 6 days after the alleged thief swallowed the stolen item. Ken, what was your prediction?
I said true. I definitely know this type of stuff has happened. You added a comical detail. If it's false, I think I know where I should have said false, but I'm saying true.
Alden?
I went false because it led with One Way Out, which is a Star Wars reference, but then it veered off into Bond, and those two things sort of that read to me like ChatGPT trying to be a nerd, and I was just like, this cannot be real. Nobody that knows Andor would do that.
Okay.
All right.
That's great.
Headline number 1 is true. This did in fact happen. Police did in fact recover a James Bond-inspired pendant 6 days after an alleged thief stole the item. So they just waited for it to come out, kind of like when the dog steals the keys or the dog, eats the engagement ring. You just got to kind of take them on a nice long walk.
Yeah. I'm waiting for like Christopher Walken to show up and be like, I put this pendant up my own ass. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Ken is up 1-0 there. Here we go. Headline number 2. Honk if you're a stalker. Idaho wildlife officials say a man who repeatedly reported an aggressive moose was actually being followed by the same bird across multiple state parks. Ken.
First of all, I know that you studied journalism in college because you're writing good slug lines. If these are just honk if you're horny, it's a honk, it's a goose. Look, geese, everyone to say, they're pretty nasty creatures. As much as I love birds and feeding birds, I have some horror stories, even in my own life, of going to the lake in Oceano with bags of bread and being chased by geese back to my family's Subaru wagon. So I went true based on personal experience.
Alden.
All right. Now, while I am very pro Geese the band, I am pretty anti Geese the animal. And because they are undeniable, they're an undeniable menace. As a collective, they are a blight on civilized society. I don't wish them harm, but they are jerks. They're a problem around here in South Florida. I believe this. I wrote true.
Okay. Headline number 2 is false.
Oh,
What? Oh,
I gotcha.
God.
you liar. Pants on fire.
Gotcha. All right.
Why?
Okay.
What was the inspiration for this?
Ken, I look up funny, crazy, weird headlines, and then after reading that for a while, you kind of just have a bunch of stuff that you can kind of pull from. And look, man, I come up with these off the dome and hope they're good.
You again, I can tell your journalism major is coming in like, honk if you're a stalker. Local geese were causing a problem.
Like many pundits in today's world, he used our pre-existing biases against he preyed on our prejudices, and look what he exposed.
Yep.
We turned on the geese like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like Alden was like one step away of saying, like, if DeSantis runs on an anti-geese platform, I'm there. Like you were almost there. They're a problem in Florida.
Yep. Look, the G stands for great. It doesn't stand for geese.
There you go.
Just saying.
Okay, here we go. Headline number 3. A San Francisco woman delivered her baby inside an autonomous Waymo taxi because she didn't think she needed an ambulance. Ken, is that a real or fake story?
Look, do I believe that humans have the capability to have this thought? Is it possibly a lot cheaper to take a Waymo, hell, to take an Uber or Lyft with a human driver to a hospital instead of an ambulance? Yes, at least here in America. So I think there's a lot of reason for this to be true. There's just something that rings false about it. I got to go with my gut instinct here. I'm saying false.
And says false. Alden.
I'm going the other way. I'm saying true. I mean, it just feels like, look, I'm sure you've encountered this. Literacy right now is in the toilet. People's brain waves are like actively like less waving. Like it is bad right now. It's bleak. This feels like the exact type of thing that would happen. You don't need to even go that far. I believe this would happen right off the exit by my house. I 100% believe this. So this
Florida,
feels
man.
shockingly real.
Love that. Beautiful.
All right. Unfortunately, this is a real headline.
Oh, should have.
Oh, I got a point. Yay.
We're
Unfortunately,
tied.
this really happened. Some poor baby is going to be able to say, yeah, I was delivered in the first generation of autonomous taxi in San Francisco. So,
But
That actually that should hang over that baby like a dark omen. Like you were born like not nestled by human love. Like you were born in a replication. Like you are cursed.
yeah, it's like, in Game of Thrones, Daenerys Stormborn. It's like, here's Claire Waymo-born. Like
Waymo-born is so much worse.
Waymo-born.
It's so less cool.
The
Waymo-born like they're a lower class.
Yeah. But see, I like that we both went in two different directions though, and think of the story where Alden was speaking of the truth of just like kind of and I mentioned it, but just like the unintelligent nature of a lot of folks, and this could happen. But I was thinking the desperate, like post-apocalyptic world we all live in, where you can't afford an ambulance to the hospital. Both could have led to the truth in this situation.
Right.
That's true. You're right.
There you go. All right.
Here we go.
DEI baby Jesus.
Headline number 4, Mother of God. A featureless infant doll was stolen from an Alabama nativity scene after being scorned locally online for being the town's DEI baby Jesus. Ken, is that a real or a fake headline?
I win false, and this is where, as the game goes on, eventually I might have to not play as much, because now it's less of a measuring is the story true or false. It's where does Steve like reach out and like mess with me, like what and the featureless baby, like Alden said, is is it Missouri? But he's using Alabama because this tracks. This definitely tracks. So we're like, hey, you want to go get that brown baby Jesus from the manger? Let's go do it. Like, I could see it happening. No disrespect to the South. I love you. But full disrespect to those that did this. But I still think it's false.
Yeah. This one kind of had me spiraling a little. That had me running in circles in my head because I started from a place of true, obviously. That's 100% what MAGA people are like. But then I took a left there to that's what Steve knows I would respond as. And I ended up in this like spiral of this feels to me like something I would come up with making fun of those people. Like they went and kidnapped a featureless baby Jesus. Sounds like I'm writing a sketch about MAGA at Christmas.
Right.
You know? Right. So it almost felt like it was too like a Harold and Kumar like subplot almost that I was kind of like, I don't know, we've landed in too sweet a spot that I said false.
Yes. Okay. I get you.
All right. So headline number 4. You both got me that time. That is a false headline.
Oh,
however,
okay,
I can't take creative credit for that one because this is the rare instance where of one of my fake headlines, I took a real story and then bastardized it. This literally happened in Belgium. In Belgium, they took a baby out of a nativity scene because it was featureless. It didn't look, you know, they didn't like how DEI it was or how
it was
open
woke.
tent it was. It was not white and perfect enough of a baby looking thing. It was too, the idea of the church said, well, we wanted the baby to look like that so anyone could see themselves as a Catholic, right? That was the reason. Okay. And the people there did not like that, and so they stole the baby Jesus.
I think it's only fair, since I did a general sweeping stereotypical Southern voice to make fun of the story. I think I should have, because I have no idea what anyone in Belgium would sound like. I think I should say, we're going to get the baby Jesus. Like, I think that's what happened.
I just imagine it was like a town with like pitchforks and like torches. You know what I mean? Like it's like an old like medieval like riot, right? Right, exactly. And they're like, we have to go get this. We have to go get this baby, this blasphemous baby from the church. But yeah, so then I put some twists on it. But yeah, that one was fake. So you guys both.
We're tied up at 2. There. We're 2-2.
Okay.
Woo, big one here.
And we don't have a tiebreaker. This game isn't that
not yet
in depth yet. But here we go. Headline number 5: Caught red-handed. A drone attempted to deliver a package of steak, crab legs, weed, and Old Bay to inmates at a South Carolina prison, but was discovered by guards.
Yeah, this is the one, as I said, I want this to be true. I think this is a genius idea. I think you get around, you got access to the internet. You can spend what little money you earn doing hard labor in there. And what if cell block 5 all saved up and you all want crab legs? I have a way. Follow me. Follow one way in for our crab legs. And I went because I think they deserve it, even though they got caught. I went true.
I, once again, just found myself in this place of, is it too good to be true? Now, I know it wasn't successful even in the headline. So, yes, it's not a success story to celebrate. But I just think that, like, it pleases me and tickles me too much to think that there is an inmate out there putting together an order that includes both marijuana and Old Bay. He sounds too wonderful to be real, so I said false.
This is it. I love this. We voted opposite here. We're gonna have a winner. We're gonna have a winner.
If he's real, can we raise money for him?
Ken Plume says that he needs more character work accents from McCann.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Headline number 5 and the deciding point in the game. That is a real headline, and Ken wins the game.
Wow! Oh, he is real. Good things are still possible.
Exactly. Miracles can come true.
Almost, right? Like maybe we'll try again.
Right,
Maybe some other prison inmates will try this and will be successful and they'll enjoy some crab legs.
I read the story. Listen, they got a little ambitious with their order. They needed to like dial it back a little bit. Like unless this was not the first time they had tried this, maybe they were just getting cocky after it worked a few times. They had way too much. This was like a Costco trip of a drone order. It was way too much stuff. You got to like space it out a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
Steve, you're 100% right. First of all, Will McLean says, turns out I live about 30 minutes from this prison. So maybe Will, you can arrange some of this. I think you're right. I think they reached too far. They touched the sun, right? Hey, someone, hey, can I get some carne asada? You want crab legs, king or snow? Okay. Can I get some weed? Yeah. Hey, anybody want gummy gushers? Like one at a time.
Yeah. I love the idea that it was like not the weed that pushed the order over, that it was like the Old Bay. Like it was like we actually could have gotten away with the illegal thing, but wanting that seasoning, that's what will topple a man.
That's absolutely love it. I'm the winner. I think this is my first win, right? Even when I played myself, I think I've lost. So
yeah.
So who else have you beaten?
Last week it was Scotty. Jay was the first one-on-one. At first it was just Steve reading me these, but then I was like, this is too great of a game. So Scotty, did we tie or win? What happened last week?
You tied with Scotty. You and Scotty tied. Yeah.
But Alden, I appreciate this. Thank you for taking time out of your life. Everyone's complimenting your wonderful hair. You've got some very stylish young man hair. I'm really jealous of it.
I'm surprised that people like my. It's just bedhead, y'all. It's just bedhead.
Wake up naturally.
Ken
sexy.
says
what could go
taking
wrong?
time out of my life, but he knows full well that I was watching Fellowship of the Ring, so he knows exactly what I was doing. But it's very nice of him to imply that I have a life for the theater of the mind that is Blathering.
Yeah, absolutely. But there you go. We should be back on Friday for any time, though. I notice we have a delay even here now, Alden. So there's something in the water. We'll figure this out.
We had it. We had a sweet spot, and then we lost it, I guess.
No, we lost it. We'll work on that. Also, we got to talk off air. Night of Seven Kingdoms coming January 18th. So we'll try to talk about that on Casually Talk some way, one way or another. So a lot of fun. Thank you, buddy. Go back to your Return of the Kings.
Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Love you guys. Bye.
All right. See ya. That was great. Plume says, can we work on Alden having bedhead at 9 p.m.? But Ken Plume goes to bed at 7 a.m. I don't know if he should be talking. He is bedhead at like 4 p.m. When he's going to Panda Express to get his breakfast. All right. That was great. This keeps getting better, Steve. I mean, seriously, like it is. I might have to bow out because now I know you too much. I think it's fun. I think outsiders not having an idea of who you are as a scandalous journalism student. That honk if you're a stalker, golden, just golden.
See, I was really, I wrote a headline for all of them, even for the real ones. Much to Alden's chagrin, obviously for the first one, I went that way on purpose, hoping that one. I tried to make that as cheesy and bad as I could, but I wanted to do that on a real one because I thought, okay, here, let me add the cheesy headline onto the real story to try to add to the mystery a little bit. But yeah, no, it's been a fun evolution. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So thank you, Ken, for bringing people on and everything. This has been great.
No, this is how things work. I'm a big believer in. The show becomes what it needs to be over time, and I'm excited as we head into 2026 with the Blathering. In the time we have remaining, we want to get a little bit to NFL picks because I had a horrible weekend. Detective McCarthy says Alden has bedhead at all times. I mean, that means he lives a very exciting life. We're going to take a call from Brady, who's going to explain why he's homeless in the rain now. So we'll do that. Oh, before I forget, generous super chats. Seriously, all jokes aside, thank you, Ken Plume, for the super chat. Kingsport Cow says, do I plan on being on the Wangers this year? I was supposed to be on the Wangers on the 15th, but I couldn't make it because the Dolphins were playing the Steelers, and I turned down the invite on Monday because Monday Night Football. Christian was like, "You want to come on Wangers?" It's like, "Yeah." Oh no, wait, I got something going on. It was to watch the Dolphins lose to the Steelers. James Holmes, who probably went to bed, asked us this question: Ken and Steve versus the Mask of Zorro and his magnificent mustache. Ken armed with his jealousy-powered marbles. Steve with a heavy paperweight. Who wins? In the location, a bus stop in Manhattan. So you and I are battling the Mask of Zorro in Manhattan at a bus station. and I have a bag of marbles, and you have a bag of or a heavy paperweight. How do we win this?
Okay, if the Mask of Zorro has his sword, we're cooked, as the kids say. It's over. We don't have a chance. But that was not specified in the question, so I'm going to assume he's just shown up fisticuffs, right? And we are the
old school.
Yeah, and we're the ones that have, right, like the Notre Dame mascot, and so we're the ones that have weapons. If it's a paperweight that I can throw, I like my chances. I think what we have to do here, Ken, since it's at a bus stop, I think we have to find a way to push the Mask of Zorro in front of a bus.
And Sean McCabe wants to pick the bus stop. I'm game for that. Maddie Gunner says Mask of Zorro wins. I've seen Ken lose his marbles. I know I'm stuck on marbles before. Yeah. So if he has the sword, I think the only worthy strategy is I had this discussion when you and I were talking about 100 men versus a bear or whatever the hell, or 100 men versus an alien, whatever it was, Bigfoot. Someone's got to be willing to die or take the first shot. And I think because I have the bag of marbles, I've got to spin them and charge and hopefully hit the sword away with the marbles. And then you throw the paperweight. And I hope to God you got a fastball that hits him square in the strike zone. And I think that's how we win.
I don't have the strongest arm in the world, Ken, so I don't love I don't know if throwing the paperweight is my best move. I think I love the idea of you taking the bag of marbles to immobilize the sword. Yeah. I think if we do that, I need to come at the Mask of Zorro at the temple or the back of the head with the widest part of that paperweight and just hope to God we can incapacitate him with like blunt force trauma and then push him in front of a bus or a moving car. Like a taxi that's trying to get somewhere, or Batman if he's driving by, something like that.
A bike messenger.
Right. Yeah.
I love that we're bringing innocence into it.
Right. Well, hey, we got to do what you got to do. I mean, this is life or death.
Shout out to definitely not Trey. Old school, check it in. Says Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's, gang. Maddie Mourner says that Maddie Mourner knows how to fight. Or you throw the marbles on the ground, he loses his balance. Steve knocks him out with a paperweight, then he hits the ground. Oh, I love that. That is like that's a Clue ending. That is a Clue in the library with the marbles and the paperweight kind of ending. That might be the genius idea, as Ingvia says.
It would also absolutely result in friendly fire because I would also trip over the marbles like that you throw at Zorro, and I would. So it would we'd both get hit by the bus, and then but you'd survive. So that's a net win, I think.
That's a net positive. We would all be saved. David McKay says maybe Curtis Slewa can help you in the Guardian Angels. We got to find a system where we award points for comments. You guys are got some great comments tonight. I love this community. I really do. All right, we're gonna take a call from Brady in a second here, but first let's run through some NFL stuff. Not good. I don't think we're gonna have a show I know we're not gonna have a show Thursday. Slight chance, folks, I pop on for like an hour or a half hour when the ball drops my time. So the New York ball drops 9 p.m. my time. I might pop on for a little bit of live stream because I don't think I'm going anywhere. So, but if it happens, it happens. If not, we'll be back Saturday. So we're doing NFL picks now, but last week, another 1-4 week. I'm 38-48 on the season. I did great last year. Steve, what the hell is happening this year to me?
That's a fantastic question. My wallet would also like to know. The good news is we have 1 week. We have 1 week to recover a little bit. Double down, folks, on all your bets, so we can try to make up some ground. And there's also the playoffs. What happened? Yeah. I don't know, Ken. I think you got a little confidence and started getting cute. And pick because the joke is you pick the Baltimores a lot, we get it, but I think you gotta take sometimes the points that Vegas has given you, and you got burned by the points a lot this year. You got burned. You picked several winners that did not cover.
Look, and I know you're not gonna let me go pick them. I know, and I get it.
No,
Vegas,
hell no.
Vegas has the big casinos for a reason. I get it. But yeah, the point spread just seems diabolical. It just seems of the devil. That it's bad enough that we have a gambling problem, but that there's conditions that can cause you to win but lose. It's heart-wrenching. I think I got too cute. I think last season, so I really got back into football in 2023. 2 weeks in, after the Denver game, Mark Ellis was like, you might want to start following your team again. I did. Then 2024, I was so excited. Big letdown. Very frustrating season. But I think I had this more like, I'm just picking off the cuff. I don't know. I like the Lions. They make a roar sound. Let's go with that. I think this year I'm more into it. I watch football talk shows now again. Every week I go to the Miami Herald as a podcast. I listen to Omar Kelly talk about the Dolphins, and I just think I know more than I do. And I'm picking from I'm ignorant, but I'm picking like I'm smart, like America.
That's a great dismount. That's right where we have to be. That's picking like America because we think we know what we really don't. And we're losing money along the way. Excellent. That is this country in a nutshell.
I'll get to week 18. Thank you. Week 18. I'm going to mark down here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks this week. Crazy games this weekend. A lot of fun. I actually got some up. I don't think Quinn Ewers is the answer in Miami, but I don't think he's like part of the problem. And if McDaniel sticks around, I could see Ewers getting a shot. He's looked pretty good. He's got a good arm. He's mobile, which has been a long time since I've seen that Miami. But great game. The 49er Chicago game last night was unreal to watch.
Yeah, a lot of offense. Caleb Williams. It's crazy to think Chicago is one of those worst first teams. They turned it around right quick. People were writing the Niners off all year because they were a mash unit halfway through the year. Purdy comes back, plays really, really well. I don't know who the hell he's throwing the ball to. I couldn't name anyone on the Niners who's doing anything other than Purdy.
I can tell you.
Yeah.
Juwan Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. Yeah, right.
Which is why I lost my fantasy matchup to Jared the Dark Jedi by 0.02 points this week. That's how my NFL fantasy season is going.
Yeah, I mean Kittle's there. CMC's been doing real. I think CMC was the number 1 running back in fantasy this year. But the Niners were just so under the radar. It seemed like, and here they are going to be playing for the number 1 seed potentially.
Crazy. With this is one of the reasons I really love sports. And I don't think you should turn athletes into heroes. I think they're just human beings, but who are immensely talented. But I get it. Dan Marino, all the people. But Brock Purdy, literally drafted the last in the league in 2022. Big fan of Dan Marino. That's why he wears number 13. Doing what he's doing. It's such a lesson in don't let something like that define you. Know yourself, better yourself, and take your opportunity. When you get your opportunities, get that foot in the door and do it. It's a great story. And Quinn Ewers was a 7th round pick. So I'm hopeful. I like Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he's played his ass off, and he's gotten rewarded for it. They're in a good spot. He's got a good coach. He's in an amazing situation. I think I don't want to say he's lucky he went to San Francisco because I think he's good enough that hopefully you got to think his talent would have come through eventually. But he was set up for success for sure going to that spot. But
absolutely. Okay.
Here we go, Ken.
Here we go.
Week 18. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Game number 1. Panthers at Bucks. The Bucks are a 3-point favorite at home. The winner of this game, I believe the winner of this game wins the NFC South
with a losing record at 8-9, right? I think it will be.
Yeah, but if the Bucks do, for sure.
Yeah, because they're 7-9 after the loss to the Dolphins. So yes.
Yeah. Which has happened a few times.
It's happened.
The Saints famously went to Seattle and won a playoff game. Against a Seahawks team that was hosting a playoff game at 7-9, 8-9, whatever it was back then. We only had 16 games. But anyway, Panthers at Bucks -3.
Yeah. Oh, and Will McClain adds, if the Falcons win out, the Panthers win regardless. So there's some things that need to happen in this game. But I am Baker Mayfield, the Bucks have had a pretty historic collapse this year, on par with the Colts and what they're going through. But that had more to do with injury. I think the Bucks has more to do just something going on with the team. But I still like Todd Bowles. I still like Baker Mayfield. I think he's a good story. And I think they got great weapons. They did carve up our secondary a little bit this week. We just had 2 key picks when it mattered. I think the Bucks are going to dig deep and realize, look, forget all this. We need to win. We'll worry about the Falcons. I'm going the Bucks at home.
Taking the Bucks at home, 3 points. Yeah, that line's about right where I thought it would. I honestly thought that line would be like a pick 'em, but I think the Bucks getting 3 points at home makes sense.
Then you let me pick it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll just yeah.
All right. Well, number 2.
Anyway, game number 2. This will decide the number 1 seed in the NFC. Seattle goes to San Francisco. This line doesn't make any sense to me, especially after last night's game. San Francisco is a 1.5-point dog at home to Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
I don't like that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I saw an NFL team score almost at will last night, but I also saw them give up a lot of points with almost no will involved. But hey, the Bears, it was a once in a lifetime game. I mean, we've seen a lot of I know the defense isn't what it used to be because of the rules and everything. I'm not complaining. I actually like it. But I don't know. There's some, we got the Patriots back in power. We got a good team in San Francisco. It's feeling like past eras of the NFL. I'm going San Francisco.
Okay, taking San Francisco. You're getting 1.5 points. I think that's a good pick, especially at home. The Niners. The Niners scare me just a wee bit, and I kind of am rooting for them to win that game. I don't want San Francisco to travel to Philly for a playoff game. I would rather play Seattle as an Eagles fan. Anyway, game number 3. Go ahead. You got something?
No.
Okay. Chargers at Broncos. The Broncos are an 11.5 point favorite. Ooh. And I included this game because the Broncos can win the AFC number 1 seed with a win in this game. The Chargers have already announced Justin Herbert will not play. Will the Broncos cover 11.5 points? Am I an asshole for including this game? Yes. Are there a lot of really shitty games this weekend? Also, yes.
I got to tell you, even with Hebert, as Bobby Hebert on the Saints used to be called, that's a lot of points, man.
It's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points, and the Broncos are good, but the Chargers are a professional football team. I think the Chargers will lose, but cover.
They have to score over twice as many points as Bo Nix has in his entire first and last name.
Yes, and they will.
That's the margin of victory they need.
Yeah. And 898 for him points out truth, and he's our fantasy champion. Chargers, or almost. Chargers got a good defense still. Yeah. Okay. All right. Number 3, alrighty. Chargers lose, but cover. 4.
Lose, but cover. Okay, here we go. Game number 4. This is the big game of the weekend, Sunday Night Football, the last game of the regular season. Ravens at Steelers. The Steelers are a 3.5 point dog at home. The winner wins that sorry-ass division and goes to the playoffs. We'll host a playoff game.
I think I'm intrigued by what's going on in Baltimore, where you got this feud between the coach, John Harbaugh, and Lamar Jackson that's brewing. Even some people say Lamar Jackson could be interested in Miami Dolphins. I've been hearing that. So I don't trust that, what's going on. Where the Steelers, it's been a while since they've hoisted that trophy. I get it. But I still like Tomlin. I'd like him to coach the Dolphins if McDaniel was to be fired. I trust the Steel City. I don't like those Yinzers sometimes, but I'm going Steelers.
Taking the Steelers at home, you're getting 3.5 points. That's a pretty solid bet. Also, considering the Ravens might not even have Lamar Jackson,
right?
Snoop Huntley's been playing fine. Taylor Huntley's been playing fine, but nothing to write home about. So we'll see. The Ravens beat the Packers recently, but it was really on the back of Derrick Henry. Yeah. That's really the thing. Can Derrick Henry just roll over the Steelers? Does Aaron Rodgers have anything left in the tank? Is DK Metcalf going to continue to punch people? There's all sorts of questions.
That's true. I'm going Steelers. All right.
Taking the Steelers. Okay, and our last game of the regular season.
Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins.
Oh, yeah.
At the New England Patriots.
Yes.
And the Patriots are a 10.5 point favorite at home.
Maybe some snow.
Unfortunately, they have something to play for, so they're not going to just rest their starters and give viewers a good easy day in the snow. Right. They're going to try to kick your ass.
All right, so here's the spot for me. This is the trouble of being a Dolphin fan. I think the logical, and this is not my official choice yet, but the logical thing is that the Dolphins lose, but I think they cover. Their defense has played a lot better. They got some players. They got some great offensive things going with their heavy offensive line, where they bring in the 6 offensive linemen. Devon Achane, perhaps one of the best backs in the league. Maybe not the best, but he's in the conversation. And I like yours. Is he the answer? No. But after watching Tua throw paper airplanes straight to defenders for most of the season, I just like what I'm seeing. And the Dolphins, so I think lose but cover. But Steve, the pain of being a Dolphin fan doesn't just include losses; it includes wins. Wins that give you false hope. Wins that carry you all through the spring and summer into the next season where you go, yeah, but we went up to New England and we surprised the hell out of them and kicked their ass in the snow in New England. I'm torn between this. I want to go with hope. I want to manifest, but I also got to speak. This is why I don't want to outthink myself. I'm going Dolphins lose, but cover.
If the Dolphins win this game and Ewers throws like 3 touchdowns and they have a whole bunch of offense, Tua will never play football ever again. They'll be like, this guy simply can't play in the cold. They're just like, it's it. This is just it. He just can't do it. And if it's under 45 degrees. So I'm rooting for your Dolphins for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. That's a wrap on your 2018 regular season picks. Bucks, I'm Niners, Chargers, Steelers, Dolphins.
And even if I go 5-0, I'm guaranteed to be under 500 for the regular season. But we'll see about the playoffs. It's been a lot of fun. Sorry if I've cost you a lot of money.
Yeah, not a lot of money, but
all right.
You owe me a little bit.
We're almost done here. A lot of fun episode here tonight. Thank you all for making that happen here. If you're new, just swinging through here, this is a Blathering Live with me. I'm Ken Napzok. That's producer Steve. He's here helping the show come to life. You might have been gifted a membership by Kingsport Cal, who was generous and gifted 5 channel memberships. Channel memberships get you videos early, like Monday morning show, but also allows you to call into the show. You can also do that on Patreon. So check out patreon.com/KenNapzok. There you get my full set from my Flapper show on December 19th. My headlining set, 30 minutes, is up on the air there. So if you're just swinging through, hi, like the channel, subscribe, stick around. We are almost done, but I do want to take this call from our good friend Brady. And Brady, I'm prepared to start the GoFundMe, to sing a charity song, to get you your roof back. Are you okay?
You're too generous, Ken, but I am okay. I am living at home. It's just the plaster that fell. Still like a heavy little, a lot of plaster came down, but the roof is intact.
Well, Steve, hold on. Steve, why are you laughing at Brady like he is now living on the streets because of the rain? Where's your sympathy?
It's just the plaster, Ken. It's just the stuff that makes us different from the animals as far as, having shelter and civilization and all that kind of stuff. It's just, it'll be fine. You're a renter, right, Brady? So it's not your plaster. You don't care.
No, I gotta fix it. So,
oh, okay. So that means, you know what that means, Ken? That means he broke it.
Oh, yeah.
Not the weather.
Maybe it wasn't the rain. Maybe he was taking a broom to the roof because there was like a raccoon on the roof that he was like, get off. So Brady, when the rain again, we always make fun of Southern California and our weather. It was cold today. It was like 54 degrees. However, the rain was pretty serious. There was the 5 freeway completely flooded in parts. It was an adventure this weekend. Were you sitting in your living room and suddenly the roof collapsed? Like, take me through how this happened.
No, this was like after the rain stopped too. I was just chilling in my room, and then I hear a bang. I was like, what the? Did someone fall? And I check out, and there's a big little hole in my roof, and I can see the wood under it now, like where the wood is, where your actual house is made of. Right. Because our American houses, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just
not a castle.
Outer shell is gone.
Wow. So okay, no one's hurt, right?
Yeah, thankfully no one's hurt. Just a big old mess, and I got to replace it with some cardboard. Not actual cardboard, but that's what Europeans call our houses.
Listen, we had a lot of wood. It made sense to build our houses and our stuff out of wood. Okay.
Sorry, I'm so concerned for you, Brady, but now I'm just like seeing you staple cardboard to your roof, even though I know that's not what you meant. I'm like, man, we got to help this guy. So, what's the steps you and your family here to fix this? Like we get a ladder and some glue. How does this work?
Yeah, I mean, I fixed another. So this where I'm living at leaks, so I had to fix the leak as well. Yeah. And I did that. So I have some handy skills. All right, I offered to fix your computer. I can fix a house too.
Hey, hold on here. I still might take you up on the computer thing here. I just got to figure out what to do with my dog. So hold on.
That's right. Yeah.
So was there a leak on the roof that you had to unclog? Was it like pool? I love this. By the way, I Steve, I haven't confessed this yet. I confessed other things tonight. I have been locked in the clearing drain YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
I watched a 30-minute video of a dude just like clearing a drain on a street, and it was the best thing I've ever watched. So Brady, do you got to clear a drain? How'd you fix the leak on the roof?
So we actually had to replace some shingles. So a little bit of shingle. I actually learned how to replace shingles.
Wow.
And
this is more eventful. Well, Brady, there's a life lesson here. When life throws an obstacle at you, you run right at it, and not only you get through it, you learn new skills. You learn things about yourself, Brady.
Yeah. Man, I can do it. Building, houses are surprising. What separates you from like the wilderness is like 2 inches. They're surprisingly thin.
Yeah. Well, okay, Steve. I don't think he's happy he learned these lessons. I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling it there. Perfect.
No. I think Brady is like the dog that like an indoor dog who like realizes, like, steps outside and is like, oh shit, I don't want this. I don't want any of this. I need to go back inside where like there's civilization and like there's food given to me at regular intervals and all that kind of stuff.
That Franny?
Yeah, no, it's the difference between us and the animals is about 2 inches of like
plaster,
drywall, and wood.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, Brady, in all seriousness, I'm glad you're okay. The rains were pretty serious. Anything on your mind before we start to close up here? Though Cal's called
I appreciate it.
We'll
But
be here
oh my god, currently I am a nervous wreck because the Blathering Fantasy Championship is going on.
Right.
And I'm facing Lauren Romo, who has a good team, and she still has Puka and Bijan, who are like top 10 fantasy players.
Right. Steve, did we predict that this season would come down to Brady and Lauren Romo? Nothing against them at all. They drafted good. Actually, Lauren didn't draft good.
Lauren did not draft good. No.
Adjusted during the season in a way I couldn't.
Yeah. Regardless of what happens, Lauren Romo is our manager of the year because of where she went from drafting nothing but Lions in the beginning of the season to here we are being in the championship. I don't know if maybe that just says a lot about the rest of us and how shitty we are at fantasy football in our 16-team league. But yeah, no, Brady, congratulations to you. It looks like you're going to pull this one out. I mean, Puka and Bijan would have to have the games of their life here in the second half.
Don't jinx it.
But Brady, I'm not doubting your sports skills. I know you're a big sports fan, but it's just this isn't basketball. So I don't know. I couldn't trust that you were going to draft the equivalent of Bronny James on your football team. I don't know. Turns out I did that, but that's the only reason. But here you are. You're in it. You're in it to win it.
Yeah. To be honest, most of it is just I lucked into CMC, and he's we mentioned earlier in the show, he's the running back of the year.
Yep.
All right. Devon Achane has, something to say.
In terms of fans, Achane is number 2. How about that?
Devon Achane's going to probably pass 2,000 total yards. And I know McCaffrey's close to that, if not over, because he wants to have 1,000 on both sides. But they're neck and neck. Love that.
That's true.
Brady, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Seriously, in all seriousness, glad that you're safe and sound. All right.
Oh, thank you. Yep.
Roof didn't collapse on you. All right.
Yep. And I'll fix your computer. I'll do my best.
Okay. Appreciate that. Thank you, Brady.
Thank you.
All right. One more call. Are we ready for this, Steve? One more call.
Always.
What's up?
Our cleanup hitter. Welcome to the Blathering Live, Kingsport Cal. Thank you for the super chat during Force Center Live today. Appreciate that. What's on your mind, buddy?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I love what you're doing over there with Sports Center. I like you got the calls on Fridays. Oh my God, it's cool.
That's good.
Cool to see the nerds in person. Anyway, I do have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
My question is not for you, kid. Well, actually, it is kind of for you, but
okay,
I think Steve encounters this more so.
All right.
I recently, after Christmas, all the bullshit, I went and got a oil change for my 1999 Ford Contour.
Okay, you got an oil change for your car. I'm just setting the call here.
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Yes. So Steve, how often do you change? I've heard there's 2 different types of schooling. Some people do every 3 months to change their oil, and then some people do every 3,000 miles. I do every 3,000 miles. So I was wondering what you guys do. advice.
So
Can I take
go ahead,
offense that Cal thought only you deal with this?
I was
And
gonna
that
say,
I just put
Wait a
corn
minute.
syrup into my car and hope
No,
for the
no, no.
best?
right.
Blow
Ken,
on the engine?
my logic, really quick, is Steve drives more so than you would, I suppose,
Okay.
because you live in Los Angeles and
Okay.
you and the traffic there is murder. Y'all always complaining about it.
I work from
So
home.
I
Yes,
think,
yes.
yes, and you work from home anyway. So yeah, that's why I'm asking.
But so does Steve, if we're keeping score here.
Oh God, okay.
Okay. Did I say too much, Steve? All right. Okay, Steve, I'm going to let you answer.
No, you're absolutely right. I do work from home. I don't drive that much. I drive a lot less than I used to in the last few years. I drive a loud and proud, not loud at all, but I'm a proud owner of an economic Honda Civic, and that thing
Good job.
can go. I think I can probably go 20,000 miles without changing the oil on that son of a bitch, and it'll still get me from point A to point B. Realistically, though, no, I'm kidding. But realistically, no, I probably go at least 5,000 or 6,000 miles before I'm changing the oil. But the car a light turns on and says, "Hey, you should change your oil soon." And I'm like, "Oh, hey, I should go get my oil changed." And then it says, "Oh no, you should like really get your oil changed now." It goes from like a warning to like, "Hey, now you should change it." And then there's one more after that. It's like, "Hey asshole, you're overdue. You really should get that." That's the third. Once we get to like DEFCON level 3, that's when I go and get the oil changed.
Yep. I look at the little sticker they put on the window and I laugh. And about once every year and a half, I remember to go get my oil changed. So Cal's not like wrong to ask you first. He's not entirely wrong, but yeah, just recently got it done.
Yeah, you didn't need to qualify it that way, Cal. But yeah, that was without. I mean, unless I think he wanted to offend you personally, Ken. But
No, I'm not trying to offend Ken in any way. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. I know car maintenance is different for people out there in California. I mean,
I'll tell you, because look, science is something that adjusts and changes, and you continue to, we don't land on one answer. We continue to analyze it there. All right, but I got to also tell you, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but Cal, it used to be like every 5,000 miles. Then it went to 3,000 miles. That's big oil. That's something amiss with that they were like, you know what, by the way, you should come in every week to get your oil changed and rotate the tires. I was suspicious of it when that changed. That's all.
Well, I mean, I don't know, Ken. I don't disagree with you on that. It's just that, I do not remember it being 5,000. I always remember it being 3,000.
Look, old Handsaw is here. He says when oil has a 50% oil life remaining, he starts sweating. Old Handsaw, I know Laserbolt is not in the chat tonight, but old Handsaw might remember. It used to be, Steve, do you remember? It used to be like 5,000 miles. That was like the little thing.
Oh yeah, no, it was like a very strict thing. But then I think with I don't know if it was like the popularity of hybrids or just the million different types of cars you have now between SUVs getting popular. Everyone drives a big ass truck. Right. No two cars are the same, and when it comes to like, I don't imagine my little Honda Civic has the same oil needs as a giant F-250 with 8 wheels on it, and is like
that's true.
It has 4 engines, and I don't.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, that makes
it wasn't the Illuminati that got together, and all right, fair enough.
But
that makes
shouldn't the engines have gotten more efficient over time? Shouldn't we have?
Yes.
Right.
Should be like 20,000 miles. Yes.
You would think that. You would think that. I've heard for years that they can make a perfect car, but they don't do it because there's no money in that. They can make a car that can run for fucking ever, but they won't do it.
About 20 years ago, there was a doc called "Who Killed the Electric Car?" And even though we do have a lot more EVs out there now, it's dangerously close to conspiratorial. But yeah, it's a fair question to ask, Cal. I think you're right. Kind of. Maybe. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm more of a 3,000 miles guy myself.
Oh yeah, old Handsaw who used to drive a Chrysler Baird says, "I was kidding." Big change with synthetic oils. Yeah, all that makes sense. All right, Cal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you gifting the channel memberships all through the year. Okay, it really does mean a lot. And I know we banter, and you think I'm a racist, but Cal.
I've never said that you was a racist, Ken. You're throwing words in my mouth, and I do not appreciate that. I love you, Ken. You are a good person. I never said you was a racist.
This is true. Cal was never accuse me of that. But after my Madden confession, he might be thinking twice about it.
I just remember watching you play Madden, and the quarterback was basically you, and you was the only white person on that team.
Well,
I remember that.
That's also a lot of NFL teams. A little less now, but yeah.
I know it is. It's reality played out. And
yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Cal.
Anyway, all right.
Thank you, my friend.
I'll see.
Happy New Year, Cal. Thank you.
Happy New Year.
All right. Though, final thought, I was a little suspicious of the San Francisco 49ers last night. By the way, the nickname 49ers has some problematic overtones to it. I don't think people realize that one either. But they interviewed after the game 3 players on the Niners, all white. I was like, what's going on here in this team? What's going on here in this team?
I mean, they are like the one team with a white running back, so that's like
they,
to be fair.
McCaffrey, Purdy, and then the backup tight end. Anyways, good game, good team. Steve, thank you so much, man. Good show, a lot of fun tonight. Thank you for putting together the fake headlines. It's great.
Of course, thank you. Thank you, big thank you to Alden for coming in and playing along.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll keep doing that. We'll keep making them. We'll have fun.
There we go. Thanks to all. Like I said, most likely the last show of the year. The last show of my 13th year of broadcasting on the podcast feed, which still goes on, which we air these on. So next year will be the 14th broadcast year. A lot of fun hanging out with all of you during this time and all these years. And if you're just swinging back in because you remembered me from Collider and my name popped up, great. If you're been here since the beginning, or like Kingsport Cal, or like producer Steve, who swears we met before, I'm glad you're all here. And more coming. Stay tuned. Maybe live on Wednesday. Maybe. I don't know. See how the day goes. That's it. All right. Bye.